The files I'm using for this demonstration are located right here, the 11 files. Please go ahead and download them and follow along in the demonstration with me. Okay, in this folder you've got a logo, another logo. I've given you these so you can practice applying PMS colors to them. Okay, another photo I've given you so you can try to apply a duotone to them. But really for this demonstration, since I've already done these in a video, I am going to focus right on this baby announcement folder here. What I've done is I've created a simple postcard that is a baby announcement, and I'm going to recreate it. I'll just go ahead and open up the file and update my links. Okay, so what we have here is baby announcement that's got a photo that has been converted to grayscale or potentially a duotone with some of this blue in it. You have type that's been integrated and just the logo on the back. The size of this document is, I'm going to go edit, document setup. And the size of this document is 7 by 5. So I'm going to go ahead and create another document at those same dimensions and recreate this one. So I'm going to go File, New Document. Under Print, I'm going to change the unit of measurement to inches. I'm going to change the width to 7. And the height to 5. Okay. It's going to be landscape, and I have a front and back, so I'm going to make sure I have 2 pages, and I don't need them sitting next to each other, so I'm not going to have facing pages. I'll decrease the margins here, maybe to 1/4 inch, and then I'm going to add bleed because the color is intended to go to the edge of the paper. And the typical bleed amount is 0.125, and I want it all the way around. And create. All right, I'm going to move my link palette out of the way. What I want to do is bring in some art that I've already created in Illustrator. I set it up using PMS colors already, and now it's the time to place it in this document. So I'm going to pull out a graphic frame from the bleed halfway across this postcard. Then I'm going to go File, Place. I'm going to navigate to the folder I had you download. Oh, it's this file. Baby announcements. I'm going to go in the link palette and I am going to pick the owl background. Right now this is an Illustrator file. Please do not forget that you need to save out your Illustrator files as EPS files. And I'm going to open it. Okay. Now on the other side I'm going to put a photo. So I'm going to create another graphic frame. Bleed to bleed. Again, I want to make sure that the color of either a photo or illustration is bleeding off the edge. I'm going to go File, Place. I'm going to look for that image. Now I've already saved it out as an EPS. So what I took was the colored photo. I created a duotone in Photoshop, and I'm going to open it. Okay, it's not fitting in the frame the way I'd like, so I'm going to go Object, Fitting, Fit Content to the frame. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and come back and do the type, but I'm going to do the other side as well. This would be the back of the postcard. And I'm going to create, this time I'm just going to do a regular rectangle because it's going to be the background color. I'm going to open up my swashes, color swashes. When you bring in Pantones, and that's bringing them in from this illustration, it's automatically going to put your Pantones in your palette. Okay? These are Pantones that are coated, okay, solid coated, and the reason they're coated in this particular case, it actually was the client's desire to have it printed on coated paper. For your project, you're going to pick solid uncoated. All right, I'll just go ahead and apply this blue. On the back of this card, I'm just going to put the baby's logo, creating a graphic frame, and I'm going to go File, Place. I've given you that logo, it's right here, and open it. Again, I'll go Object, Fitting, Fit Content to the frame. Okay. I'm going to scroll up to get to the first page here. For the text for this postcard, I'm going to add a text box. I'm just going to pull out a text box using my type tool, and I'm going to type out introducing our little night owl. Okay. I'm going to, since most of the objects here are centered, I think to conform to that and give some visual harmony to the layout, I'm going to go to the alignment options and change the alignment to center. Okay. And since this is a baby announcement and actually kind of casual, the artwork is casual, I'm going to find a typeface that's a little bit more casual. So I'm going to go up to the top here. I don't know, I like the Helvetica, so maybe I'll select Helvetica. Where are the Helveticas? Okay, I've had them in my favorites here. And I'm going to select regular. Maybe I'll come back and adjust the type size. Next, I'm going to actually put the baby's logo again. So I'm going to draw out a graphic frame. I'm going to go File, Place, look for that logo file again. This time I'm actually going to pull out the frame, and I do want it smaller. I'm going to select the frame. At the top here, you can also reduce graphic frames by percentage. Maybe I'll do 75% in this case. So introducing our little night owl, Orion William. The next line of type will be about the time he was born. I'll type out arrived August 16th, 2012. Again, this is an older announcement that I created. PM. I'm going to hit the return key. He was 7 pounds. I'm going to do option 8. That's going to give me a bullet. That's the option key on my keyboard and the number 8. 3 ounces. Option 8 again. Oops, I think I forgot to type 3. Okay. After that bullet mark, he was 20 inches. I want the type to be the same, so I'm going to go ahead and select Helvetica again. It was actually at the top in my favorites. By the way, you can click the little stars and they will pop to the top of your font list here. So if I wanted this one, it would be in the top. Anyway, I'm going to pick Helvetica. I'll stick with regular for right now. I'm going to center that so my alignment is the same throughout. Last thing I'm going to do is put a welcome message from the parents. I'm going to go ahead and pull out another text frame, and I'm going to type out welcomed with love by, I'll hit the return key, and I think I'll do all caps. Richard and Samantha, and I'll hit another return, their last name, Lucier. Going to go back again, and I got a typo in there. I'm going to leave that because we're going to do spell check again, and I'm going to change the font back to, this time maybe I'll do bold. Okay. Maybe I'll actually have this one regular to make the name stand out. I'm going to go ahead and do spell check because I know I've got a typo right there. So I'm going to go edit spelling, spell check, and I want to replace welcomed with welcomed and change all, and done. All right, I'm going to go ahead and look at it, see if I like it. I want to make sure that these are all aligned to each other, so I'm going to open up my alignment palette. I'm going to select all the text boxes. I'm holding down my shift key to grab them all. I'm going to open up the alignment palette, and I can do that by going Window, Objects and Layout, Align. Alignment palette, I'm going to align them all to each other. Okay. I certainly could do some fine adjustments. Maybe I want to use one of my Pantone colors for the names down here so they have emphasis. Okay. Maybe I guess I missed this one. I guess I should have paid more attention to the spell check dialog box. I still got all cap on. Okay. Create a little bit more hierarchy here. And lower the typeface here, and maybe I want to make that italic. Italic, there we go. All right, simple two-sided postcard with PMS colors and a duotone. Now, you want to make sure that you're saving and packaging your file, so I'm going to go File, Save. Okay, it's saving my original file, and I'll just call this, I'll just name it by the baby, Orion, and maybe I'll call this my draft, and save. Now that's a working draft, but if I want to send it to a printer or a co-worker or something like that, what I would want to do is move that down a little bit closer, File, Save. I want to package, so they have all the same fonts that I used, and they have the images to work with and the art. So I'm going to go File, Package. Okay. Looking to see if there are any errors in here. I don't see any. I'm going to Package. Where should I save it? I'll save it at my desktop and Package. The type warning from Adobe, I'm just going to say OK, and it packaged. If I look at that folder again, this is the brand new folder. I've got my document fonts that I used. I've got the links, which means the duotone here, the art of the logo, the art of the background, my IDML file, which can be opened up in earlier versions of InDesign, my regular InDesign file, and then I have a PDF as well. All right.